think the gentle souls will be up here in a couple of minutes. It's really a privilege for Lori and I to be here today. And Uncle Roland was very special in our lives. Before we decided to come, we were in Hawaii with my dad, and I asked Dad, I said, Dad, if you were able to come, what would you say about Roland? And he said, well, and it's hard for Dad to talk right now, but he said, I remember every day Roland went to work with ironed carpenter overalls on. They were spotless. And Mel and Roland and my dad worked for Grandpa Foreman and did carpentry for years. And he said he would always come to work in these spotless overalls. He said the second thing was he had a brand new Model A, and he only let me drive it twice. And that's probably significant because Dad was driving Grandpa Foreman's car one day, and some girl on the sidewalk caught his eye, and he looked over, drove up on the curb, and broke the axle of the car. So Roland probably knew it was not wise to let my dad drive his car. Well, this is a letter that Lori wrote to Roland on April 7th, 2010. And I'll do my best. Please don't laugh at my wife's glasses here. But dear Uncle Roland, sadly we don't take time often enough to communicate our thoughts and loves for those people most important in our lives. I'm guilty of this, and perhaps better late than never decided to express my love and appreciation to you for the years of enjoying your presence in our lives. As a young married couple, when we were starting out, you as a couple represented success in both your personal and professional life. That was an encouragement to us as we started the rocky road of young marriage. Thank you for your laughter and bright smiles and for always welcoming us into your home. As young parents, we admired the solid relationship, supporting your children and being an example of unconditional love. We saw a couple who walked with their children through the ups and downs, through both the happier and the difficult years of being parents. You offered an example of parents who consistently loved and supported your children. That role model is still a strength to us and lives on as a model to emulate. As years passed and the times to share a hug and a smile dwindled to scattered happenstances here and there, we cherished those times to hear your voices, sharing the smiles and laughter that were unique to our precious Aunt Anna and Uncle Roland, who took the time to be part of our family with the love and support that we cherish from afar. Thank you for your yearly Christmas cards that we look forward to, bearing the familiar professional print of Uncle Roland's architectural style. We have heartfelt appreciation for your presence at both of our sons' weddings and the precious memories of seeing, touching, and feeling your support in such a tangible way. And thank you for the unspoken joy of your touch in our family life, whether by your help to Chris with the college project or the reminder that you were a fan of Brian's San Jose State football career, or the gift of a family pistol that is cherished by a very sentimental former FBI G-man. We have been the recipients of blessings from your goodness, thoughtfulness, and generosity. Our dear Aunt Ann is missed. We cherish the memory of her laughter, and I can recall vividly the way her mouth would purse right before she said something sweet and filled with wisdom. And she would nod her head as she validated the truth of her words. I'm so thankful for the gift you gave that has generated a smile nearly every day since 2003 and has been a constant reminder of you and Aunt Ann. It's a picture that you took of Brian and JC, who is our son and daughter-in-law, at their wedding when you congratulated them at their reception table. It is one of my favorite photos of the day and has been framed on my bedside table ever since. It's one of their favorites also, and a permanent gift of the heart that has blessed us and keeps us blessing, keeps on blessing. I'm thankful for our time in recent years with Sterling and Sue and the precious story that Sterling shared with us about the obvious love of best friends and endless partners that filled your days. He recalled for us your recent illness, spent apart in separate hospital stays, and upon reuniting, his observations of two excited kids to be together once again, talking and sharing hour upon hour. At one point, Sterling said, "What could they have to talk about for all those hours?" And my heart swelled with delight at the joy of not knowing, but of feeling the warmth and unsurpassed love that the bond of companionship between you evoked. I'm sure I'm missing countless ways that my heart is grateful to you and Ann for who you are, what you are, and for what you have meant to us over the years. I wish I could go back in time and spend more of it with both of you. We should have gleaned far more from your wisdom, your humility in success, and your vast experience in life, and would pay it forward if we'd taken the time to listen and learn. I would love to be there at this very moment to hug you, to reminisce with you, and to hear everything you have to say about the love of your life. I hope that there will be a day in the not-too-distant future that I can at least give you that hug. As a brief but sincere reminder to you that Ann lives on in my heart and the hearts of so many others, I share these thoughts with my love, Lori.
Excellent.
Well done.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.